Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Knight and I'm here to teach you tarot for free. In our last lesson, we learned about the importance of the feeling of the cards and the numerology, the introduction of numerology. And trust me, there's going to be a lot more involvement with numerology, but at least you got a taste and the introduction of that. We also learned the importance of being able to take 9 or 10 or 15 cards and being able just to do readings, practice readings, based on the energy and the emotion of the paths and being able to look at the numerology. In this lesson, we are going to delve deeper into the actual paths, and today we're doing the paths of cups. And I think it's just really amazing that it happens to be a lesson 11, which really speaks about the record keeper, or like all the files and the history. So it doesn't surprise me that today's lesson begins with honoring the history of the paths and beginning with the path of cups. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring you down. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, over here we have the majors. I shuffled them this morning. I told them that they're just amazing and that I love them and that they're beautiful and they're powerful and they're absolutely such an important part of all of the teachings. Place them on selenite. Look at. What do you think that card means? Oh, Lindsay, don't jump ahead. Put the apophyllite over there and just give them some loving again. Over here we have the pages and the knights and the queens and the kings, and they're just dying to meet you, of course. And so what we're going to do is we're going to shift them up there. We're going to place these over here, and you may want to pause right now, because what I've done is, again, I've divided all of these cards into their paths. So here we have the cups. Here we have the blades or the swords, and they go from the 1 right to the 10. Here we have the pentacles, again going from the ace right to the 10. Here we have the ace of rods right to the 10. Emotion, mind, body, spirit. Emotion, path of the cups, path of the mind, path of the body, path of the spirit. And so what we're going to do is we're going to move all these beautiful paths up here, and we're going to just let them hang out together for a little while. And what I'd like you to do is, starting from the ace, I want you to go the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10. And I want you to just to sit back. And I want you to go blank, completely blank. And I want you to get out of your head. Now, this is the path of emotion. And it all flows just like this. And what the path of emotion really speaks about is the potential or the beginning of an emotional experience. It can be within yourself, it can be with someone else, but it really is the potential of an emotional breakthrough and an emotional seed. Then you have the 10, which is the completion. So here's the potential, here's the completion, and here are all the lessons all the way down. Yeah, just do this, you guys. You love it. I want you just to feel the energy. Just paw the cards and sweep the cards. And then, beginning with the ace, potential of a spiritual breakthrough, potential of emotional healing, the possibility of emotional healing. It's also the potential of an emotional shift or change. The two, again, speaking of balance, this really is the potential of a union or a relationship. Here is the emotional support or the celebration of that union. You go along in the relationship and you may come upon a bit of a pause. Something happens and there's a hesitation or a caution. Here these cups are in front, which really speak of a history. Here this cup is being offered, but this person right here is just taking a pause and reflecting. He's not willing to move forward. He's not willing to kind of move back. He's just reflecting on whatever has occurred that has created this pause. Here, in the Five of Cups, could be when the relationship breaks up. It could be where there's an injury. And then in the Six, this for me is the emotional triggering that definitely is connected somehow to our childhood. And often when we begin a relationship, we get triggered, there's an emotional wounding, and often we confuse whether it's the person in front of us or if it's a history, like something in our past that's triggered, or it can be the combination of both. But this is a emotional triggering card from our past. This can kick in a lot of confusion, feeling overwhelmed. For some of us, we may just have the potential and we may kick right into confusion. Like even the idea may kick us into a state of confusion. So this is just feeling overwhelmed emotionally. Here this person retreats. They turn their backs on the emotion or the cups and seek a state of peace and security and safety. And it's really about reflection. Then, after that period of reflection, they may come out here. A higher emotional vibration. Like often, even if we've gone through a loss, on the other side of it, we may be just feeling more empowered emotionally, or we understand what we need because of this loss. And then the fulfillment of the emotional relationship. So here is the potential of a relationship and the potential fulfillment of that relationship. Say, for instance, if you have this card, here's obviously, it seems like it's really happy. And say this crosses it. And it's really just, the reason I cross the cards is just so you can see how this energy is shifted completely here. Now, they may retreat to sort out what's going on here. And they may come out of that state of analysis, emotional analysis, and just decide, I'm out. I can't do this. I cannot recover from this. Or they may be here. You may be in this state where there's an injury, and this injury is triggered something that's old, and it creates a lot of confusion. So it's like, it's where you really work the cards to be able to see what are the lessons. Here's the potential, here's the completion, here are all the emotional lessons right here. Now, some people may always stay in this state. Maybe they never recover from the loss of a relationship. Or perhaps here, they never can be truly open to the possibility of trusting someone because maybe they just can't get past that trust. I mean, at one time in my life, I would say I was definitely here, and I was definitely here, and I was definitely here and here. But because I was so committed to be able to work through my emotions and sort out, well, what's in the history, what's in my past, that I truly believe that I'm in a state here, here, and here. And it all began because of the potential when Lloyd came into my life. So what I want you to do is I want you just to shake up the cards. We're working just with the path or the lessons of the path of cups. Just shake them up. It's kind of hard to cut when there's only 10 cards, but and then here. And you just focus. What lesson are you trying to teach me? What is your message? And it's an important message. And you're the only card in this deck that can convey this message. Or you may want to just go through them all and just, again, you are having conversations with the cards. And this is where you actually connect and you have empathy for this card. In order to be an effective reader, you must have empathy, not just for the person that you're reading for, but for the messages of the card. Up you come. And so, lesson 11 is based on feeling the emotion, learning the lessons, learning the messages, connecting with the empathy of these beautiful cards. And that is the conclusion of lesson 11.